Studyladder is useful in the classroom because it provides resources and online activities for mathematics, literacy, the science, art, music, mastering of numeracy, health, safety and citizenship, as well as language and culture. We're going to now create your Studyladder account. Open the BouncED portal and log in using your credentials. You'll now be taken to the main dashboard. The view we see with my login is that of an administrator. I can view all the classes down here on the left hand side. And I can also view the work schedules. If you log in as just as an individual teacher, the only display that you'll see is that of your class, your own students, and the schedule. You will not be able to view other teachers' work. So we find your class and click to open. You'll notice down here the list of your students are displayed at the bottom left hand side. If you click on the key, you'll notice this pop up, and on there is a list of all of your students. So close that off. Now let's go up here to the top and click on the Teacher Resource button. From the drop-down menu, select Studyladder. This now takes you to the Studyladder website landing page at studyladder.com.au. Since you don't have a Studyladder account, go up to the top right hand side over here and click on Join Now. From this pop-up, select how you wish to join. We're going to join as a teacher. A new pop-up appears. Create a free teacher's account. So now we complete the form with your own details. Now click Create Account. You are now taken to the sign-in page. Enter your login details. Once you've completed your details, now check this box, Stay Signed In. This will now take you to the teacher landing page. So what I want you to note here is in the top right hand corner, you'll see your name and email. Over here on the left, you'll also note that there are three icons visible, and these are to set tasks, my classes, and resources. We'll come back to the use of these at a later stage. Now using this page, we will add a new class. You'll see at this button here, it says Add New Class. Click on it. A new page appears. Now let's click Continue. So at this point, we complete the form, enter class details. So go through, nominate a class name. Now select a level or grade from the drop-down list. We will put in Year 3. Click into the box that says Student Role, but do not add any data at this stage. Leaving this page open, we return to BouncED. So look for the tab at the top of the page and click on BouncED. So now we go down and open the list of students in your class by just clicking this key icon. A new pop-up appears. Highlight and copy the table of names. I use the shortcut Ctrl+C. Now let's open Word. So once Word is opened, just paste the names. At this point, you may want to format the names to the case that you want. I'm going to capitalize each word. Just remember, this is optional. Once that's completed, just copy the first and the last name, shortcut Control-C. So return to Studyladder, scroll down to that student role box and paste the names using Control-V. Now click Continue, and you'll note that the class list is now created. If required, you can transpose the names just using this section here. Now if you make any changes, remember to click Continue. We're now returned to the My Classes page with a message stating Class Added. On this tab, click on Login Instructions for Students. You can now print out a list of login details for the students. This login can be used if students are not using BouncED to access Studyladder. But please note, these login details are not required when a student is using BouncED to access Studyladder, as that one login that they're using will give them access to the program. This next tab, Letter Home for Parents. Click on that. You'll see that this page contains instructions for parents. So teachers can also record the student's username and password here. So close this page. So now we're going to link Studyladder to BouncED. So look for the button Easy Logins. If you're lost at this stage, look for the Class Edit button, and that will return you to this page. So we look for Easy Logins, and you note a new pop-up is displayed. So highlight and copy the URL that's displayed. Again, the shortcut Control-C. You can also allocate access level. So for younger students, I generally select number 3, which is basically no passwords. Now click OK, and this returns you to BouncED. Now you should be returned to the main dashboard. Go to the top left hand side and click on Add Activity. Select Studyladder. And now over here on the right hand side in this black highlighted section, I want you to look for the plus sign which is next to Select or Preview. Click the plus and you'll notice a new pop-up appears. Enter the class name or the teacher's name in the title box. So for example here we're going to use Mr. Black. Click in the URL box and paste the copied URL by using the shortcut Control-V. Now click Save. So when we have a look at that box now on the right hand side, you're going to see that the new class has been added as Mr. Black. We're now going to test the link by clicking on Preview for the teacher, in this case Mr. Black. So this now takes me through to Studyladder. The dashboard displays my name at the top right hand side. You'll see here the name of the class, a range of tiles which are displaying the students. Also importantly, at this top left hand side, 3 icons where we can set tasks, we can look at my classes and add other resources. And it's quite important that you actually always see these 3 icons for when you log in. So the next step is important. Do not log out of Studyladder. close it by clicking the X at the top right hand side. This now returns you to the BouncED dashboard. We'll just check that link again. Click on Activity, click on Studyladder, look for your class, click Preview. This now brings up our dashboard. You'll see our name, and also we should see these three icons. At a later stage, we're going to see how to add activities in a separate video. Now importantly, let's close the page by clicking the X. This brings us back to our BouncED portal. Now I will demonstrate what happens if you accidentally log out of Studyladder. So the first thing to remember is don't panic. I've gone through the process to preview Studyladder, and it's taken me to this page, and you'll note that those three icons are not displayed in the top left hand corner. So this is a good indicator that I now need to log back into Studyladder. We go back to the standard landing page for Studyladder. I click on Login, enter my details, and click Enter. And now you'll see the familiar logging in page that we saw right at the beginning of the presentation. So I go up here and click on the cross, which closes down Studyladder. Now when I return to BouncED, I add the activity, choose Studyladder, look for my name, click on Preview. Studyladder opens, and I can see that I'm logged in because those three icons are now displayed. So close that off again, clicking on the cross. It takes me back to BouncED. I'm back to my dashboard. So what we've now done in this video is we've created your Studyladder account. We've added your students. We've shown you the process to add the easy login to your account. Paste it into BouncED to set your account. We've tested the links, and we've also looked at how to troubleshoot if you've accidentally logged out of Studyladder. The next video that you would watch would be how to set an activity in Studyladder.